Hello, hello. Okay, identity is everything. And I want to talk about why. Uh, well, identity and the stories we tell ourselves, right? I'm recording this video because I got a little bit of a nudge and I've learned my lesson with ignoring nudges. Um, so today I was going to my YouTube channel to just look up something. A past client of mine is working on a project for her own social, and she asked for a recording from an interview slash testimonial that she had done for me. And I couldn't find it on my Google Drive. So I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure we put it on YouTube. And I went over there. And full transparency, I've turned off most notifications on YouTube. I'm not super present there, even though I post technically quite a bit. And I just kind of have forgotten about it. And I saw that I had a few notifications. And I happened to just look at it and realize it's like was a comment from my most recent post of a short, YouTube short, which was actually a clip from a session that I did in the Edge, my free immersion, which PS is running right now. We have two sessions left, depending on when you're catching this, but we're going to be running it again mid-April, and I will be doing it again in May. So if you did not get into this round, no worries, there is more. So there's going to be links available. But that aside, this little clip, I go on to YouTube to search for this video from my client, and I find it, and blah blah blah, and then I just happen to look and like, oh, there's notification. What's that about? And there was a comment, and well, first of all, I'm going to celebrate the comment because the comment was something like that was like, shut the fuck up or shut fully up or something like that. Someone basically telling me to shut up, which, if I'm being honest, in the past probably would have stopped me in my tracks and been like, ooh, they don't like me. Yeah, oh no, what did I do wrong? What did I say wrong? And then I realized, I'm like, as I like was looking at the comment, I clicked on the video and I saw the number 22 by like the thumbs up. It was just like, that's weird. And not because 22 is a huge number, but it's the largest number of likes that I had ever seen on a YouTube video. And well, YouTube, one of my YouTube shorts. And anyway, so I looked at it and I realized I also had 5 dislikes, which is more than I've ever gotten of those as well. And this was something that was posted earlier today, and the views on there, which I've had some videos with decent views, but the views were also about 3 times more than the highest viewership I had had on any of my previous ones. And I'll say, like, YouTube has always been kind of an afterthought to me. About a year ago, I got a bit of a intuitive download to start posting regularly on YouTube, and I didn't do it. I started recording more videos, but full transparency in the beginning, I was definitely showing up in performance mode, saying and doing the things that I thought would get me likes, views, etc. And it didn't work. It didn't pay off. So I've continued to post, and usually just like clips of these videos that I record or lives that I do on Facebook, or sometimes a clip from a session that I run, like this one. And we didn't do anything particularly different, but what has changed isn't the algorithm, it's me. And I realized that, and I haven't really been posting much over there recently. Um, but I there's an example that I like to use oftentimes with a lot of my clients. Funny there with the little bow tie. um, and I have this example that I use of a past client of mine who was in one of my programs, and she had posted this piece of content. And this was like landed flat. Nobody responded. It was inviting people to her like a free program or call or something. And she came to one of our sessions. It was one of my mastermind sessions. And she came and she was just kind of feeling discouraged. And she's like, I just feel like I'm doing everything right. And I just don't get it. And, she's been showing up, she's been doing the thing like so many of you, right? And she just wasn't, she's had success in other areas, and, she's done a lot of really great things, made six-figure months in other aspects of the work that she does, but not in her business. And she was just kind of like, I don't know what to do. And we did some identity shifting work right in that session, in that moment, a little bit of activation. And I said, go post it now. Go change it. Go change your energy. You shifted your identity. Now go try it again. And she did it. She posted it in the exact same place, exact same piece of content. And within 24 hours, she had like 10, I think actually it was like 12 people signed up, which is the most she had ever had. And the reason I'm telling this story is because it's such a parallel to what has just happened here to me today. And again, the content, like the context of the video, really, I don't even actually remember which one it was. That's kind of irrelevant, but it's just the point of when you shift, your results shift, your reality shifts, your paradigm shifts. And it can happen like that. So I was just reminded of that story today, when this happened for myself. And I was just like, huh, like I wasn't doing anything different. I wasn't trying. I have actually been posting less on YouTube lately. I haven't been paying attention, haven't been looking at notifications, haven't like, just kind of like backed away. So nothing I did changed that. It was who I've been being. And who I've been being behind the scenes is someone who's deciding faster. I haven't been sitting on my decisions. I haven't been questioning myself. I haven't been doubting myself. I've been moving faster and just deciding to move, even when I'm uncertain, even when the proof isn't there, even when it doesn't make logical sense necessarily, because that's the thing. I can look at my current likes, I can look at the current followers, I can look at my highest viewership and say, it's not working, and I can choose to be in that identity of it's not working, it's not enough, which has been one of my patterns. PS, which I talked a little bit about today in today's session of the Edge. Um, and actually yesterday, it was not even related to my business, but there was something else where I had decided, I'm like, I've been kind of playing that not enough pattern out right there. And I made a conscious decision to stop. And then today, this happened, because I shifted my own paradigm, my own energy within my life, and the things that I'm putting out there are showing up differently. And I'm also, I mean, I will say I'm showing up more consistently, but not on Facebook or not on YouTube, in other areas of my business and my life. And it really does come down to, you know, when it comes to creating outcomes that you want, creating massive change, massive growth, massive expansion. And this isn't just about growing your business. I want to say that this is like whatever you are wanting to create in your life, in your business, in your career, in your relationships. When you decide to go first, when you decide to shift and change, even when you don't have the evidence, even if it makes no sense, that's when things start to rearrange around you. When you have that awareness of the reality that's been playing out for so many years, that's been creating like the paradigm that's, or the reality that's been like happening around you, that the paradigm you've been creating because of who you are showing up and how you're deciding to show up. When you have the awareness of what that's actually been doing, it's easier to shift it. And that's part of the process that I'm taking people through and explaining inside of the Edge, which is a free immersion. And what I do in my larger context and my larger work is with my paradigm shifting methodology, because the thing is your life, your paradigm, your situation, your business, your money, your relationship, your health, any of it can change like drastically, and it can change overnight. But not if you keep showing up as the same version of yourself that you've always been. It just won't. God, source, universe, energy, like it does not respond to you being the same. If you want change, you have to actually change. And I'm not saying that you just need to hope and wish and pray, but you need to take the actions, and not the actions of necessarily like doing more, because I've been that person too. I've been the person that's just like, oh, I need to do more. I need to force myself to do more. And I will say I have been, hustling a little bit more lately, but not from like the perspective of like I have so much to do and I'm so overwhelmed, but because I'm excited about the things that I'm creating, and it's a very different energy. And creating results, creating a massive shift in your paradigm, it happens when you decide to change yourself. Plain and simple. And how that looks for you can play out in many different ways. And what I see happening for so many people is they get to that edge and they pull back. And I will tell you, um, I've done that myself many times. I've been on the edge of things and I've pulled back. And probably, honestly, like some of these bad comments and dislikes, that would have really probably shook me in the past. But today I was just like, I immediately sent a message to the mastermind group that I'm a part of, celebrating it because I am actually really excited because A, that's weeding out the people who aren't aligned for me, but it's also just showing me that I can actually hold that energy. I can actually hold the energy of that expansion of the next level. And I can't say that I've always been able to say that. So, who I've decided to be, how I've decided to show up has shifted everything. And it can do the same for you. And it happens all the time in my world. Again, I just like using that one example of that client because that's something that just like has played out in so many different ways in my own life, as well as the lives of the clients that I work with and support. So, I would love to invite you to join us depending on when you are finding this, there'll be different links in the comments. The Linktree comment will have all of the most up-to-date things that you can join with me, including the Edge, which I do run from time to time. This month I've been running it kind of back to back, so there'll be another one starting mid-April if you have missed this round as I'm recording it. It is March 27th. Um, so go ahead, grab the link for that, sign up, join us in the free immersion, and make sure that you go all the way in and to the email and you join the Telegram channel as well because we do some more magic behind the scenes in there beyond just the calls. It's a very powerful space and honestly one that I have in the past charged actually thousands of dollars for similar stuff. So I'm really excited to be able to share it with you, and I would love to invite you to join. And if we don't have a current round running, that's okay. You can go ahead and still grab the link if it'll allow you to register for the next upcoming one that we have, and go ahead and join me inside the Unfiltered Collective community, which is my free Telegram community and collective where we have these types of conversations and where I share some kind of behind the scenes things and follow me on some of the other platforms. But I'm just was very excited to come share this message with you today. So if you want to create paradigm level shifts in your world, in your life, your business, your career, your love life, all of it, I need you to ask yourself, are you actually showing up as the version of you who has it? Are you in the identity of this is working, of this is enough, of actually being the person? Or are you in the opposite energy of it's not working, of finding what's wrong, of telling yourself you're not doing enough, of not seeing the evidence, of not going first? Which version are you in? And if you're ready to stay in the one that you want to be in, then you need to come join me. And you can message me over on Facebook if you want to talk about doing deeper level work. I do have a couple spaces open right now in my one-on-one and some early adapter spots in my Paradigm Shift Mastermind, which will be starting in June. So I will talk to you all soon. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.